Looks like a drone, but it's actually a helicopter. I can't tell if it's a police helicopter or if it's a recreational helicopter. I want to start this video off by showing my surroundings. On US 1 and Commercial Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale, waiting on the crosswalk. Some synchronized space crowding right off the bat. This is Gang-stalking in Action, the live video series, part 96. Where the gang stalkers get their cues from, I don't know. Who trains them, I don't know. Who recruits them, I don't know. But I do know that gang stalking has roots in federal law enforcement programs that at least at some point were run by the FBI, the U.S. Marshals, the DEA, which is the Drug Enforcement Agency, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. These same gang-stalking mechanisms are used by private semi-law enforcement officers, namely bounty hunters, bail enforcers, and other private security / semi-law enforcement agencies. And a person can get thrown into a gang-stalking campaign on a whim. What that says to me is that the program is corrupt, bought and paid for. There's our first public security vehicle, a Broward County Sheriff's vehicle. And this program is rooted in dirty, biased inclinations against the target from people that have the kind of law enforcement and semi-law enforcement connections to refer a person into this program. It is your host, eismith. Today's date is Wednesday, August 7th, 2019. The time is 8:13 p.m. I am on the corner of US 1 and Commercial Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm going to get some gang stalking caught on camera for you this evening. Be looking for synchronized obstruction of movement, synchronized space crowding, an abundance of public service vehicles, and other obstructive gang stalking activity. I'm going to make my way over to the Starbucks on US 1. Let's go. This crosswalk has been red for several cycles now. I'm going to avoid jaywalking and use the crosswalk on US 1 with the hopes that it will actually turn white so I can cross the street. I have 28 minutes of recording time. However, I'll likely use a fraction of that as I am only going to Starbucks. Okay, there's the crosswalk light. There, and here is a synchronized space crowder right on cue. A targeted individual is never in on it. That's why they see what's happening to them as stalking. They don't know where these people are coming from or where they're going. They don't know where the cues are coming from or why they see the same types of things every single day. They don't know why they're constantly being obstructed. They don't know why their space is constantly being crowded. They don't know why their phones and computers are always hacked. They don't know why they're always getting annoying prank calls or annoying sales calls on their personal cellular phone. They don't know why their home is always being burglarized. Here's our next public service vehicle right on cue. As soon as I'm going across the street, here are the metro buses. This is the 10. It goes from Boca Raton as far north as Deerfield Beach. Here in the state of Florida, a targeted individual doesn't know why their food is always being contaminated, not only in their home but in restaurants. There's another synchronized space crowder right on cue. A person knows when the activity around them is derived and when it's natural. When you experience these things every day, you come to the realization that it's a derivation and that you are marked, targeted, surveilled, followed, tailed, and watched, as well as being disrupted and obstructed every time you make any kind of a move. So all a targeted individual can do is research online why these things would be happening to him, and what comes up? Gang stalking. A program that has roots in the COINTELPRO program of the 1960s and 70s, the MK Ultra program of the 1960s and 70s. It is a human experimentation program It is a disruption program, and it is a program that a person is put in without their knowledge or consent. The target is not aware whether a secret trial or a secret court has found them guilty of being a potential threat to national security. So all a target can do is research, document his experience, and get the word out. This program is unconstitutional, it's harmful, it's disruptive, it's secretive, and it's silly. Starbucks employees can be very gross. I'm contemplating going in here and getting an ice water. But the last few experiences I've had with getting ice waters here have been disgusting. But not just at this one, but at several. They breathe over the drink, they spit in it when they talk. And it's just altogether just horrific. And I said I was going to stop filming, and you see this woman, as soon as she saw me cross the street. That's something that I'm documenting as well. In South Florida, you see that a lot. I don't know if the women in South Florida are just spooked at whatever their circumstances are or what their problem is, but I've documented that at some length over the past 5 videos. Me walking on a sidewalk or coming to a bus stop or going anywhere, and there being women. It's usually women who are either just standing around or waiting on a bus or talking to her friends or what have you, but as soon as I approach, they walk the other way. That is a gang-stalking mechanism. It's meant to stoke racial tensions. Although I've had it happen with black women quite a bit here too, so maybe it's just some psychological movie trend they're trying to convince me that I have to get used to. But I am not seeking out these gang-stalking women. I've uploaded videos and audio recordings of how they act, and it is terrifying. A lot of these women that are used for gang-stalking are exceptionally problematic. They have horrible attitudes. Their hygiene is non-existent. And a lot of them are on serious drugs. And they act in such a way, it's quite perplexing. I was thinking of stopping the recording here, but I don't know. I may go inside and tape the interaction. I mean, it's just it's just disgusting. And I've experienced it enough times to where I almost dread going into Starbucks for water. At a McDonald's, a Burger King, a Wendy's, a Subway, I can self-serve myself some water. And there's less of an opportunity to contaminate the beverage. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's just, I've had it happen too many times at Starbucks. I don't know, maybe the baristas just don't like making water for people because it's free. I don't know, but you know, I've had baristas that were very conscientious about making my water, and some baristas that are just gross. Just how they breathe all in the cup, and when they talk, they spit right into it. It's just nasty. Some synchronized space crowding, synchronized obstruction of movement coming up here.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
What do you got? Like 9 grams? 15 grams?
Whatever I will say, you have to believe that.
Huh?
Whatever I will say, you have to believe that.
I will.
I'm giving you 20 grams.
25.
Okay, I'm giving you 20 grams. You are receiving 25 grams. That's it. Now, what else?
Yes, son, could I trouble you for a cup of water?
Half of water?
Yes.
Here you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There's nothing like a nice cold glass of water. That was 3 cups of water. And South Florida, I don't know how it's done in other parts of the country, This is the only part of the country I've ever been in where I constantly need to rehydrate. It's likely because of the hot weather, which I enjoy, and the long walks that I take throughout the day, which I also enjoy. Restaurants down here give you a very small cup for water. It's likely for budgeting reasons. I'm gonna hang out here at Starbucks for a little bit. I'm gonna upload this video to Facebook. Gang-stalking in action part 96. We got synchronized obstruction of movement, synchronized space crowding, and synchronized public service vehicles all on camera tonight. I can use this Wi-Fi signal here to upload it to Facebook. I know you guys heard that, a loud sneeze. That's one thing that gang stalkers pride themselves in, and is being able to sneeze on cue, burp on cue, break wind on cue, cough on cue, wheeze on cue, anything to make a person shudder with disgust. And a lot of that is how germs are spread. And that's one thing that the gang stalkers like to do, is they like to get TI sick. Imagine being a germaphobe, which I am. I'm always washing my hands. I'm always using hand sanitizer. Whenever I can, I carry some with me. I even open doors with a napkin to avoid germs. And in the middle of all that conscientiousness on my part of being healthy, I got gang stalkers always around me trying to make me sick. A gang stalker can make you sick by yawning in your face or yawning around you. Bacteria spreads through a yawn just as powerfully as it does through a sneeze. Anyhow, I'm going to stop. Excuse me, I've had gang stalkers around me all week. I'm starting to feel that tingle in my throat, but I've always had a strong immune system and I'll tough it out. So I'm going to stop the video there and have a nice evening.